How's it, guys? Hope you guys are doing all well. So this is going to be an update video on this Mark III R32 conversion. Since my steering rack bombed out just before the dyno, we haven't made a video of this car on all the things that I've done. So we're still obviously quite busy. We've got the interior parts to do, which I'll take you guys through. Little dashboard things, the gear shifter, you know. But for the most part, this car is pretty much done. It's a daily driven car. I'll show you guys now what I'm doing with that rear piece. Yeah, so basically we got the sustic in, we ran the pipes in here, and you'll see the mat pipe going through, coming out from there into the intake. So let's talk about the R32. Well, before we get there, just want to show you guys. So I wasn't happy with my beading, the color. So I got these cans, and you give them the color of your car, the paint, or they can mix your paint for you, and then you can do your small things, the little touch-ups on your car. So I wasn't happy with this, even though my car's getting a full respray. I wasn't really happy with that, so just doing those two pieces over. But anyways, let's leave the small things behind and let's get to the main feast, the beast, the 3.2 R32. Lots of people have been asking me, what does it cost? What do you all need? Where do you have to all run around? Where do you get the parts from? So I'm going to try to answer these questions, but firstly, I'm going to break it down, the price of things that you're going to need and the availability of things. So that's what's going to be the conversation today. Right, so let's get into it. My happiness diary here, and this is: try not to become a man of success, but rather become a man of value. So this is what I'm going to try to be to you guys today. Everyone's asking me how much it will cost, all the things that you need. So I made a list. So let's start with the motor. Motor, 35,000 Rand plus VAT. That's what's going to cost. Gearbox, 10,000 Rand, 12,000 Rand. Then you have selectors on the gearbox, which is 500 bucks. You will need a flywheel. You will need a clutch. Flywheel, about 1,000 Rand, 2,000 Rand. Clutch, you can spend between 2.5 up to 5,000, 7,000 Rand, depending on what you want to spend on a clutch. Selector on the gearbox is 500 Rand. Then you have your clutch, the slave, clutch slave. Then you got your starter, which is one of the most difficult things right now to get. I've got second-hand starters, and then I have to redo them. It's crazy. You can pay up to 2,000 Rand for a second-hand starter, and then you still have to spend another 1,000, 1,500 Rand on that, getting it fixed. So that problem alone, you could sit for like 2 to 3 weeks and just not having a starter. Right. The oil cooler we've mentioned, you have to change on the R32 to fit into a Mark III. Your coils are each 650 Rand per coil. So if you're lucky, your car or your motor, when you have bought it, the coils are fine, you're going to be saving money there. But otherwise, it's 650 Rand per coil, and yeah, it really hurts your pocket. When it comes to the service parts, your spark plugs are just, I think, 1,250 Rand. Oil, 500 Rand. The belt that you will need for this will be about 300 Rand, around there. Your exhaust, as you're going to obviously get done. I paid, I can't remember, between 3,000 and 4,000 Rand. It all depends what you want. You know, you can spend 10,000 Rand exhaust, you can spend 5,000. It all really depends what you want. I just had the manifolds and then down pipes. I could have spent way more money, but I've already invested 200,000 into this car. So for now, cool, and the exhaust is perfect for me. Right, so let's move on to the bracket. When you get this engine and you want to fit this in a Mark III, you're going to need the 24 valve front bracket, which people charge up to 2,500 Rand because they know you need it. So when you get that, you can actually put the power steering pump on there, and then you can get your normal Golf 3 power steering pump working like it's nothing, and your aircon. What else? Tow truck. I spent probably around 12,000 Rand on tow trucks. So just up and down, take it to the exhaust, back, shop, dyno, up and down. Be prepared, unless you have a friend that's going to help you. Yeah, it's going to save you money. Radiator. Your radiator, I paid 2,600 Rand for this, and you're going to need pipes. You're going to need the thermostat housing from the 12 valve VR6 in order to fit this car. The pipes run way better. I know I mentioned this on my previous video, so you guys can go back on that. And then the current filter, that setup. I mean, you don't have to do what I did over there, but the current filter on the pipe, the throttle body, that's already like 3,000 Rand. Yeah, so radiator pipes, call it another 2,600 plus another 1,000, call that 3,600. Current filter setup, I spent 3,000 Rand. We've mentioned basically everything so far. So you can add up, watch this video as much as you want. If I missed anything, you guys can just comment at the bottom. And then, of course, when everything comes together, you're gonna need SASTEC. SASTEC is, from us, we charge 9,500 Rand, and we pay 5,500 of that to SASTEC, and only basically 4,000 Rand goes to us for labor and wiring, and we use the best wiring. So yeah, that's for now the breakdown of the things that you would need, and you would obviously need mountings. So it's about 1,000 Rand per mounting they charge. Yeah, that's what it boils down to. You guys can add up everything, and then Dino, I pay Jody 2,200 Rand. He's pretty good. He's got a good reputation. So sorted out my car. It's a daily driven R32, no problem. And if you do come out clean through all the shit that you've been through, like Andy Dufresne from Shawshank Redemption, this is what you get.